Alright.
Hello everyone, we are here, no pucks given, first official broadcast,
Yep.
hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
we tried to get one out last week, ran into some issues,
Yeah.
but here we are.
So instead of doing our mock draft in front of you, we're going to recap our mock draft.
Yes, word for word.
Word for word. So
Yeah.
this video is going to be approximately 6 hours long because
Yeah.
it took us 3 hours to do the mock draft.
Right, because, it took us a really long time to do the mock draft, we have to repeat it word for word, and then give commentary on the words we chose.
Right, exactly. And then
So-
we have more stuff to get
Yeah,
into,
we
so
have new
this is
stuff.
going to be fantastic.
Yeah, so if you're ready to tune in for the next 16 and a half hours, then we're
Should be,
the right channel for you.
Yeah. If
But,
you have absolutely nothing to do, and all you care about is listening to two idiots talk about stuff they did last week that didn't even work.
If you give no pucks, then you would listen to this channel.
Yes. Alright.
Alright?
So, we're just gonna start right off the bat. I had odds. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which ones we had.
We
Overall, we chose 30 picks,
Mhm.
which was the first round,
Yep.
which makes sense.
got,
And
got 6 right
6 right,
out of 30.
because Columbus decided to
Screw
not
everyone's mock draft
take,
up.
yeah, everyone's, not even just ours, like pros too, so.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
We actually did better than some pros.
for sure.
So, I guess we should thank Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
So,
Columbus.
alright, well,
Alright.
let's go through our correct picks. So you had the odds, so you go through your picks here,
Okay.
and I'll go through mine.
First overall, Austin Matthews to Toronto. That was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, that was a tough pick. I'm surprised we got that one right.
Yeah, that might have been the most difficult one on the draft. We were worried he wasn't going to get picked at all.
I thought they were gonna take Austin Osmanski.
Osmanski,
Yes.
yes.
They might got the Austins confused.
Right. Knowing Toronto,
Yeah.
that's a very Toronto-ish thing.
Yeah. So. But
Okay.
yeah, so we got that one right, and then even pick next.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 overall, Patrick Laine. Another very difficult pick.
Yes.
But yeah.
Thought he was maybe not going to even get drafted at all this year.
Yeah.
But the
I
next
know.
year.
I was worried that he was gonna hang on to the 7th round, and shockingly,
Mm-hmm.
he went number 2 overall.
Right. Yeah. That was just we didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we sort of did though.
Yeah, so we changed our minds at the last second. He was either undrafted or number 2 overall.
Right. Yeah.
Those were the two
no in
options.
between at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next pick we got right was 15 to Luke Kunin to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was a good call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big kid. It's gonna be good for them.
Yeah.
And then
And then next up,
we had
even
Winnipeg
number.
was it was
Yeah. So
your pick.
yeah, it was an even number pick. So what happened was Winnipeg had the 22 overall pick,
Mhm.
which is an even pick. They traded up to 18, which also turned out to be even. And we had them taking Logan Stanley. So even though they moved up to take him, they still got the guy we thought.
Yeah, which was weird.
Yeah.
And kind of cool.
Yeah. So we knew that was going to happen. Actually, we just didn't want to put trades in our
Right,
mock draft
yeah,
that you
we
didn't see.
Mhm.
So.
And then next
And
one
then-
was.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna go even odd.
Yeah,
But
let's-
another even pick, 24 Anaheim, Max Jones.
Mhm.
Pretty good call there, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
And then the last one we got right was the very next pick to Dallas. Riley, right?
Yeah, Riley.
Riley Tuft.
Yeah.
Tuft.
Tough Tuft.
Tuft. It was a
It's
tough
very
decision.
tough to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had a feeling that St. Louis was going to take a center, and they ended up trading up to get Tage Thompson, which was kind of cool because Tage Thompson is Tage Thompson.
His name is Tage.
Yeah, that was, yeah. We
So-
didn't get that one right, but his name was Tage, so we figured we'd throw it in.
Yeah. So yeah. So we got those right in our mock draft, and now we're gonna get a little bit of draft recap. Some of the picks we liked, didn't like.
Mhm.
I think, as crazy as it sounds, even though Edmonton should have probably taken a defenseman, because then they wouldn't have had to do other moves that we'll get into later.
Mhm.
But I think Puljujärvi is going to be a good player.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dubois to Columbus.
Yeah.
And then Montreal got a very good player in Sergachev. I
Yeah.
would have liked to see Buffalo select him at 8, but they chose to go with Alexander Nylander,
Yeah.
who is said to have the best offensive tools in the draft.
Yeah. I really like the Nylander pick, you know, going into it, we had them taking Ole Ulevi. Ulevi ended up going off the board before the Sabres could pick, but, you know, if the Sabres were to take it forward, I thought Nylander was the guy to take there. He has so much offensive upside, you know, watching his highlights. He's so fast, he skates circles around the guys and juniors.
Got really good hands,
Very
rocket
good.
of a shot.
Yeah, so if he can, you know, he's not the best two-way player yet.
It's gotta work on it.
But, you know, with that much skill, I think it's a really solid pick.
Just gonna slot in right on the left wing.
Yeah. And then the Sabres were able to get in the second round a guy who we thought was going to go in the first, Rasmus Asplund, another Swedish kid.
Yeah.
I like him. I don't know if it is a fair comparison, but he kind of reminds me of his fellow countryman Elias Lindholm a little bit.
Cool. That's nice.
I like Lindholm as a player, so I think Asplund could fill in as like a really good third line center, potentially like in the next coming years. And then, yeah, they had to move up to get him.
Yeah, and that they ended up trading, also getting a player for their team now. They traded to Florida, Mark Pesic, pick number 38, and pick number 89. And in return, we got Dmitry Kulikov, he's a left-handed defenseman. Pesic was right, so we needed to make that swap. And then we got pick 33, which was Rasmus Asplund's pick.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
you know, when I first heard about the trade, I was a little upset about it because I was a big fan of Pesic's. But the more I think about it, the more I like it. You know, we needed that left-handed guy. He brings some offensive upside, but he also brings a real edge to his game. He plays dirty. You know, that's, you know, you don't always want to have the dirty guys on your team, but it doesn't hurt. You know,
for sure.
Makes, you know, maybe somebody will make a play too fast when they know he's on the ice. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, I kind of feel the same. You know, at first I didn't like the trade. Still not a huge fan of it. I thought Pesic was a nice player, good puck mover, which is you know, kind of what the game is trending to with defensemen. But the Sabres are kind of lacking a little bit of that snarl defensive game in their lineup, and I think it'll allow. He's going to play alongside Rasmus Ristolainen. It'll allow him to, you know, move up on the rush, take more chances offensively because he knows he's got a guy back there who's more of a stay-at-home defender. And I also like this move because he's got 1 year left on his deal, which pretty much exempts him from the expansion draft because he'll be an unrestricted free agent, so the Sabres won't have to protect him, which is nice, and they could still bring him back if they wanted to, and if he wanted to come back. So.
He better want to come back. This place is awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Buffalo is good. It's a bad rap, but it's really, really not bad at all.
Starting to turn around.
Yeah. And I think that might have, even though Tim Murray traded out all his Russians before, he traded for a Russian this time, and he drafted a Russian. So
yes, he did.
Maybe he doesn't hate Russians.
Probably doesn't hate Russians.
Probably not. But
okay. Moving on.
This kind of leads us to the other big news of the past
week,
little bit. Other kind of trades that went on. So, what do we got up first?
Alright, so the first trade happened was, they were both mind-blowing, but Montreal and Nashville swapped all-star defenseman Shea Weber to Montreal for PK Subban.
To Nashville, yeah.
Right. It was
shocking.
Shocking, and at the same time we kind of saw it coming because there was talk of Subban being traded, and then they said they weren't gonna, and then there was more rumors that they had a partner. Absolutely wonderful trade for Nashville. Their defense is going to be ridiculous. Roman Josi and PK Subban as your top pair.
Yeah, and you still got Ekholm and Reinl. So
oh God.
They're going to be very good.
Yeah, and they drafted Fabro.
Yeah.
He's going to be good in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And they're paying PK Subban less money over a short amount of time than they were Shea Weber. Weber still has 10 years.
Subban's younger.
Oh yeah, and he's younger too.
By like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I said shocking, not necessarily they would be traded, because Montreal seems like they would do something like that, but more so shocking that kind of what they got back for him. Like, I thought, like we'll get into the Edmonton trade after, but I thought Hall for Subban might have been a match.
Yeah,
but
that would have been cool.
I see that they're trying to get a guy who could fill PK Subban's minutes, which I guess they did close to that with Weber, but Subban's just a better player than Weber. Like, he's, like, from what we mentioned, he's younger, he's less expensive, and he's probably like a top 3 defenseman in the league. And they traded him for a guy who's like a top 15 defenseman in the league.
Right.
Who's still good, but not as good as what you had. So.
Right. Not as good as he used to be.
And the reason that they got rid of Subban were kind of a joke, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
but we're not gonna go into much depth with that. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's probably
It's
stupid
for another
it's
day.
stupid.
I don't know. I just think it's wrong that they're just trying to squash so much personality out of the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what people like. That's what the NBA gets.
Yeah.
And they're very popular now, and the NHL is
Nah,
not.
it's trending away.
But
Another thing is Shea Weber, when his contract is up, he will be 40. He's
Still
got
got
10 years left on that thing.
yeah, that contract was
It's
ridiculous.
from an offer sheet.
Yep.
Thank God they can't do that anymore. The offer sheet was what, 14 years?
14 years,
700?
110 million.
Ugh.
Yeah. And the only reason it's just 110 million is because they took like the last 5 years of his deal and gave him like $1 million a year.
Mm.
So it was
That's
kind of
not
like a Kovalchuk
terrible.
kind of thing.
Right, yeah, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse than that, but...
But his cap hit's still the same,
Oh.
like throughout the contract.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Next trade. You want to...
Leads us into our next trade, as we mentioned, Edmonton. You know, if the Subban for Weber trade had happened any other day, people would be talking like that was not a very good trade. But the fact that it happened on the day that Taylor Hall was traded straight up for Adam Larson.
Wait, who?
Adam Larson.
Oh, okay.
Straight up. Not Johan Larson.
Right, that would have been worse.
Yeah. Marginally.
Yeah, I don't think Larson, I don't think Johan can play D. I don't think he
Well,
can do that.
probably not, yeah. I mean, I
I'm
guess
just gonna-
they filled a need
But PK Subban got traded.
on the same day. And Shea Weber.
Shea Weber got traded too. Yeah, there's that. Mm-hmm.
Kevin Shattenkirk's out there.
Mhm.
Tyson Berry.
Yeah.
Cam
no,
Fowler.
no. Adam Larson.
Adam Larson.
Adam freaking Larson.
I heard that there was a GM out there who said that they would have given up 2 first-round picks and a
The
second pair of defenseman.
Right. You know.
For
you
Taylor
know-
Hall.
Did you know which
I didn't
area
know
that
too.
came from? Yeah, that was us.
That was us.
Yes, that was us.
Oh.
We offered that.
We could have had Taylor Hall.
We offered that because they asked us for Rasmus Ristolainen,
And
and we
we
said,
said
you're
no.
out of your mind.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah,
offered
here's
them
this.
this, and they said, no, we want to have Adam Larson instead.
So wait, you chose Adam Larson over 2 first-round picks, and that probably would have been Bogosian.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, is Larson even better than Bogosian? I
No,
don't think
I
so.
think they're about the same. I mean, Larson's ceiling might be higher, but Bogosian,
But I don't know that Larson's gonna hit the ceiling. Like, if he hasn't done it already.
especially in Edmonton,
Yeah.
the team who's going to hit his ceiling with is going to be New Jersey because they're all about defense.
Right. And Larson's one of those guys, like, he was highly touted coming out, and then he has never really materialized. And you look at him, you're like, oh yeah, he's still a prospect. Oh wait, no, he's like 24.
Right.
Like, and Taylor Hall, he was only like 25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He's like just hitting the prime of his career, and he's amazing.
Adam Larson and Taylor Hall got spot 1 for 1. Which,
Segues is nuts.
well, actually, before we segue, what this does to the rest of the market,
You're right.
like, alright, so the price for Kevin Shattenkirk was through the roof, and so apparently it was the price for Cam Fowler because nobody got him.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're looking at, like, just 2 complete opposite ends of the spectrum. At one end you look and you got Taylor Hall. Okay, so Taylor Hall is only worth Adam Larson.
Yeah, so like,
So what is Evander Kane worth if Buffalo's trying to get rid of
Mike
him?
Weber.
Right, exactly. Okay, so now Adam Larson is worth Taylor Hall? So
what's
what the
Shattenkirk
heck is
worth?
Shattenkirk worth?
You gotta give up
Crosby?
McDavid and like a first.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, it totally screws.
It just
screws
makes
up the
so
market.
you're either gonna see if those guys get moved, you're gonna see one trade give up way too much, and you're gonna see another one
Yeah.
give up nothing at all.
And you'd think those other teams would just find each other and
Right. But
Form a
again,
good
PK
trade.
Subban and Shea Weber,
we're on the
and
same.
Taylor Hall, Adam Larson.
Yeah. You know, I like to, I think it was Travis Yost said on Twitter is like how to be a good GM in the NHL. And it was 2 steps. 1, find bad GMs. 2, call them a lot. That's good advice.
So
I'd be calling up Edmonton, Colorado,
If you're-
Montreal,
right, if you're a
etc.
NHL GM and you're watching this for some odd reason, just
Yeah.
have
And
a
looking to
stumble
us
across
for
it.
advice,
Yes.
which you should
Call
actually.
Peter Chiarelli.
Yeah, actually, NHL GM should watch this. I think we'd be pretty good. You
Yeah.
know, this is our
It's
audition
really
actually to
exciting.
be the GMs for the Las Vegas expansion team.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. I can do
That
that.
would be awesome.
I'd blow up a team.
Yeah.
I mean, start from scratch and make an expansion draft. Although that would suck because I want to be a Sabres fan.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you could.
But Tim
Yeah,
Murray
you
does
can-
kind of give up a lot, so maybe that would be a good thing for me.
Yeah, and you could get all kinds of Sabres players.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That'd
Yeah.
be nice. We'll just move the Sabres over here.
you know who else should watch this video is Gary Bettman because we have some great ideas on how to
Yes.
run the NHL. But
Like,
we'll
for
get into
example,
that another day.
Resign.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Step 1.
Step 1. And we'll take over.
All right, so Taylor Hall and Adam Larson trade leads us into
This leads us into the second part of Peter Chiarelli logic, which is that Milan Lucic is just as good as Taylor Hall.
Right.
And can replace him.
and Justin. Why would you assume that Peter Chiarelli believes this?
Maybe because he was in Boston. He probably drafted him.
No, he probably did. Is there any other reason, like the contract that he just signed? Could that because the contract was the exact same amount of money that Taylor Hall was making, and he got extended 4 years. So
basically the logic here was we have to move Taylor Hall to get rid of his cap hit to sign Milan Lucic.
to the same cap hit for longer.
Lucic is older too, and he has tons of miles on that body. Like
And he's not as good.
this is one of our we've gone through and we got our 5 worst signings and 5 best signings so far.
There was
this
a
is one of
three-way
our-
tie for the worst.
This is one of our worst signings, and not because Milan Lucic is a bad player. Personally, I hate the guy.
Mm-hmm.
As being a Sabres fan, for when he ran over Ryan Miller.
Uh-huh.
Among
Easy for
other
that.
things, I think he's kind of a jerk.
Mhm.
But he's not a horrible player. But no way is he Taylor Hall.
Absolutely not.
And the thing is, you could have had Taylor Hall and Milan Lucic on your
Right,
team.
because it's not like they are cap strapped because all of their players are on rookie deals because they suck.
Yeah. I
Sorry.
mean, yeah.
Got a little angry there.
Yeah. It's okay.
But you know what trade would have actually made sense?
What?
Milan Lucic for Adam Larson.
Yeah, that's
That's like an actual trade that an actual. Oh wait, no, he traded. Never mind.
Oh, he also traded away Tyler Seguin.
Oh yes, he is the only
The proud man who traded away Tyler Seguin and
For
Taylor Hall in
nothing.
his career. Yeah, I mean, he got Louis Eriksson, who's now gone,
Right.
and
Wasn't it Smith?
no, it was Jimmy Hayes,
Jimmy Hayes.
who's
Not that good.
and then another guy.
I think it was the other Smith brother. One plays in
Yeah.
Detroit, and the other one was in Boston. But he's actually in Florida now.
Yeah. So
So he's gone too.
yeah,
Wow.
that's nice.
All right.
Um,
Good job.
Yeah.
Second on the three-way tie list for the worst contract of the free agency period. Let's go David Backes. Two.
Yeah. Speaking
Boston.
of Boston. Yeah. Now, again, these aren't like shots at the players that we're firing.
No.
at. We're not saying these are terrible players. Like
No,
I like David
yeah,
Backes.
me
He's
too.
a fine player, but the deal that they signed him to, got it up right here. 5 years, $30 million. Which, if David Backes was 26 years old. That's a great deal.
That's
but
great.
the problem is David Backus is not 26 years old. And he's got a ton of miles on that body. He plays a hard-nosed game, similar to Lucic.
Yep.
He's not going to last 5 years
No.
playing at the level he's at right now. He started
And
dropping off this year.
Not only that, but now there's talks of, because of signing Backus, they're going to trade David Krejci. I saw that on Yahoo today.
Smart.
They were going to trade David Krejci because they signed David Backus to a stupid deal.
It's a good idea. So, again, we like David Backus. We hate the Bruins beside the point. It's just not a good fit.
Right.
Another contract we dislike on our worst, Andrew Ladd to the New York Islanders. Again, we like Andrew Ladd. He's a fine player.
Yeah.
He's also 30 years old with a ton of miles on his body, and he just signed for 7 years, $5.5 million a year.
Yes, he did.
After the Islanders did not want to pay Kyle Okposo, who's younger, better, and not
Faster.
as many miles on his body, they didn't want to sign him for $6 million a year.
So they saved $500,000 by signing Andrew Ladd.
Yeah. They thought $6 million is too much for Okposo, who was 24th in the league in scoring, to sign Andrew Ladd, who's a decent player in his own right, but is old and not old, but older.
Yeah,
And they
he's
have
30,
him under
he looks like
contract
he's
till like
30.
37.
Right.
So,
And on top of that, Kyle Okposo's points per game over the last 3 years were .88. Steven Stamkos's were .90.
yeah. So Okposo's good.
Right, yeah, and they let him go. But they signed Andrew Ladd, so it's gonna be okay.
And then our other worst signings here, Louis Eriksson to Vancouver, just because we don't know what Vancouver is doing really.
Like
They're kind of a mystery.
they got the young guys, and they got the Sedins,
Yeah.
Ryan Miller, Alex Burrows. Wait, did they buy him out?
I'm not sure, but either way, they're not very good. They have old players tied up with a lot of money that's preventing the young players from developing and playing
and
getting better. So
what they should do is trade Burrows, trade Edler, trade the Sedins, trade Ryan Miller.
yeah, so good luck, Vancouver.
Right. Yeah.
And then Matt Martin, because we dislike Toronto,
Mhm.
and 4 years, $10 million is a lot for a guy who doesn't really produce.
Fourth line
He just
guy.
hits people.
Yeah. Right.
So-
Fourth line guy.
Yeah.
Never. How many years?
4 years, $10 million.
What?
Yep.
I thought it was only 2.
Nope.
Oh
4
my
years.
God.
But that leads us to our good signings.
Yes.
We'll save our favorite for last.
We'll start with Shunka.
Yeah, Shunko to San Jose I think is a very solid signing. I think he's an underrated player. Kind of came into his own with New Jersey, and they got him on a nice discount. And he's going to be fit in nice with the Sharks decor.
Yeah. They're going to be good again this year.
Yeah.
And another reason why they're going to be good is because of their second signing of the first day of free agency, Mikhail Bodker. I don't know exactly how big that contract was,
I'm not sure of the deal. Yeah.
but that's a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Because now their top 6 is going to be Pavelski, Thornton, Marlowe, Bodker, Ward if he plays up there again.
They still got Donskoy.
They still have Donskoy. He did good in the playoffs.
Robert
for
Carlson.
Couture,
Carlson. So
Carlson, yep.
they got some nice players. They're
They're-
going to be good again.
Yeah, again.
So that was a good signing. And then 2 defensemen here, Dan Hamhuis.
Who signed in Dallas. It's a great contract. I love this one. They needed defensive help terribly. They were talking about trading for him in the trade deadline this year, and they should have instead of Chris Russell. But they signed him to 2 years, $7.5 million total. It's a good contract.
Good deal. Another very good contract, Brian Campbell to Chicago. 1 year, $2 million is amazing.
Yep.
For Brian Campbell, because even though he's older, he still plays very well. He's a solid, smooth player, good puck mover. They got him for $2 million, and he's 1 year, so he's not under the expansion draft.
Beautiful.
Returns to Chicago.
Yeah, and then next year he can sign a 3-year deal or whatever the original deal was. They probably already have something worked out.
Yep.
So
That's good.
it's just all around good trade, good day by
Good day.
good day, sir.
Okay.
All right.
And our favorite signing, as you might figure, is Kyle Okposo to the Buffalo Sabres, or Kyle Oposo, I think is
Okposo.
technically how it's pronounced.
Oh,
but
okay.
Either way.
I have to get that down.
Yeah, we'll have to learn that, but, he's 28 years old, still in the prime of his career.
Mhm.
Good point producer, is 24th in the NHL last year, tied with Steven Stamkos in points.
Boom.
And, yeah, he's a big dude, plays, he's solid in both ends of the ice.
Yeah.
He can be a playmaker, he's got a nice shot, he's scored 27 goals in his career. He's gonna fit right in on the Sabres' top six. And they got him for not a bad price. They got him for the same amount as Milan Lucic.
And David Backes.
And David Backes.
6 million. 7 years.
And Okposo is younger and better.
Better.
So, yeah, I thought the Sabres were gonna have to give up a lot more to get him, and I'm glad to see that they got him because I think he's just what they needed. He's what I wanted them to do from the beginning of the offseason.
Oh yeah.
Almost even over Stamkos, actually.
Yeah, because with Stamkos it was going to be like 12 million.
Yeah,
It was going to be a
for him to come here,
ridiculous
yeah.
cap hit. We just half of that
Yeah.
is what we have right now in Okposo, who's almost as good.
Yeah.
And he's, he has a little bit of an injury history, but it's, it's not terrible. It's nothing like a blood clot.
It's all like freak injuries. too.
Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah.
And then, what else? He did not, there's a lot of people who are saying, oh, the only reason why he's that good is because of Tavares. He
That's
only played
not
with
the case.
Tavares in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He did barely play with him at all last year during the regular season.
Yeah.
And the
And he
last...
still produced.
Right.
He played against best competition in the
Mhm.
NHL too. They put him out there against top lines and he still produced.
Yeah.
So we like the signing.
Mhm.
Now on to Jimmy Vesey, get him into Buffalo.
Well, sir, I wasn't done with Mr. Okposo yet.
Well, we gotta wrap this up
Oh,
here.
sugar. Yeah, we do.
Sugar.
Well, the other thing about Okposo is the guy he's played the most with in New York was Matt Molson, and he's been gone for 2 years. So,
Yes.
ding dong. All right.
Cool.
Go ahead.
So
So
it was
now,
a fun video here.
Mhm.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Mhm.
So if you did, like, subscribe to our channel, and we won't give you a puck.
no, we don't give any pucks.
We don't
It's,
give any
it's no
pucks.
pucks given.
No pucks given. So, yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments, and
Thanks for watching.
hopefully see you in the future. So, peace.
Peace.
Ah.